2018 Bentley Continental GT First Drive Review. The Austrian Alps are a strange place to show off great hunters from the highway. Bentley Continental great. With dark green forests and the soaring thrust of exposed rocks, the Alps are one of the few places where the natural world is still in power. Humanity will not change this place. You can forget the 6-lane highway that blasted through the rocks. The only way to get around is in narrow lanes and twins. As the name implies, the coupe is probably the ultimate main touring car on the market. Comfort is happily married at speed. I once recorded the personal best time between New York City and Boston on a GT basis, despite the biting rain of the night. Even the miserable East Coast route feels easy on the GT, which feeds through miles for miles in a tireless way. It was born for distance. This is our first drive of a new third-generation car, which will not be sold in North America for another year, with a starting price of $214,600. We have been told that this is a modified machine. GT is still, but with more agility. And now we will find out, having left the ancient Austrian villages for steep mountain roads that are turning toward the clouds. This is all you expect and dream about when you fantasize about the Alps. Previously it was a direct interruption with left and right bend and upward switchback. A small hand around the steering wheel is well weighed, and the Bentley Duke pierces right and left smoothly. No need to brush brake until we get to the hairpin. Then press firmly on the stopper and the steering wheel, and listen to it. Tire noise from tireless 21 inches. When we get back to gas early, the car remains very flat despite the camber's turn. I opened my hand and stepped on the gas pedal. One more hairpin just outside. This is a model with W12, the only one available at launch, is notorious for carrying too much weight on its nose. Take the previous generation on a tight descending path and you grapple with the grid over the bend, giving up the incoming speed to reduce the inevitable front end push. It is a point and shoot car, relying on good brakes and enough power to make time lost through turns. This new generation is a momentum machine. There is a new rhythm and flow, deft and quick. Continental is still not a sharp supercar, and we also do not want it. That sense of signature comfort is very intact. In the future we will catapult the car on the Italian autostrada with a thumping name stereo and a chair massager on. The speed of Autobahn comes easily and easily maintained. Classic Bentley wears. The new saturation comes not, just as it rises to the same new platform as the Porsche Panamera. The previous generation shared the same foundation with Volkswagen Phaeton, a compromise that resulted in the placement of less favorable machines. This time the front wheel has been forwarded forward, for a better 55/45 balance. The car comes with hair under 5,000 pounds, 170 pounds lighter than the one out. The engine is down 66 pounds. The VW Group has a great technological gift, and it has rewarded the new Continental with many things. 3-chamber air suspension works with gloves with 48-volt active roll bars. Air suspension feels chewy on choppy sidewalks, even in sports mode. Anti-roll bar acts to negate almost any slim body. It's a magical combination. Even hitting the bend twists do not double the coupe. It must be extreme-legged. Incidentally, you will find the same setting in Lamborghini Urus. Likewise Conti gets the active torque vector belonging to the multi-plate diff electronics center. The first great. Instead of a fixed torque ratio, it can now send full power to the rear rubber. It also means a launch control that sends the car to 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds. The top speed is 207 miles per hour. 6.0 liter twin-turbo W12 and Bentayga. Great here for 626 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. It seems you have to be in a 600 horsepower club even to compete today. Another welcome revelation is the gearbox. It's a ZF double-speed double-clutch gearbox, and it's very smooth around town, but makes crisp fingers shift when pushed hard. It is better left alone to shift for itself.